The half tracks are no longer shown on the map. This will change the game mode, how you will play. I personally like this change. This will give it more reason to try out different strategies, because you would always go for the half track because that was the best vehicle on this game mode. So this will give a more NG based system that everybody has more equal chance of winning. I really like this change of this game mode, unless it was bugged for me, but I doubt it. When you use the Doom buggy, I will always advise to try the horn button if it has mines, because those mines is very useful. It will catch many enemies off guard, and they will likely end up blowing themselves up if they run into more mines. So always try the horn button. Just be careful when you try to horn another player, because you will drop mine instead and maybe accidentally blow yourself up as a result. So keep in mind of that. Most often I will be a driver in this game mode. If there's no other choice or random wants me to be a gunner, then I just go with it. But it will often end up to my death if the driver is a bit suicidal and goes straight on the end. Because in this game mode you need to play a bit defensively if you want to win. Sometimes aggressive actions can work in this game mode, but most often defensively is the way to go in this game mode, because if you use your vehicle strategy defensively, especially the half track, you have a higher chance to win. But sometimes aggressive plays will come clutch and you can win, but most often defensive plays are the way to go if you want to win this game. However, you don't want to be too defensively, because if the zones come closer to the middle, you will get zoned out, and you will eventually need to go into the zone. So as the game mode goes on, I'm gonna be more explanatory. As boring as it sounds, letting the enemies kill each other first, this of course only works with 4 teams. That's probably the reason why people don't like 4 teams in this game mode, because most often people complain about why it's 4 teams, because if the other enemy is very passive and they try to avoid the attacking teams, they will often end up winning, because they will attack with the full best conditioned vehicles. Because the enemy that do attack each other, that vehicle will be damaged when they enter the last fight, and then they have less chance to survive, because their vehicle will explode earlier than the vehicles that were better in condition by the more passive players. So that's probably the reason why people don't like this game mode with 4 teams, which is understandable. I personally like it with 4 teams because it makes the game mode more unique. Although I think it's a bit, it sometimes can be a bit annoying that sometimes the teams will attack you in unwanted situations, even though it will screw them up also. But that's just the nature of the game mode, you know. It is every team for itself, and that's just how the game mode works. Unfortunately, this guy was a bit suicidal. He probably got impatient. He wanted to get into the fight. But it's his choice, you know. At least my other teammate was a bit willing to be playing defensively, but this guy didn't have that. He wanted to go straight in, and yeah, he got killed as a result. Fortunately, my teammate came in in with the dune buggy for the rescue. This dune buggy mine's utility is very useful. Even if the enemies knows that it will drop mines, the first mines they might be more cautious on those mines, but the first time the mines hits, their vehicle will be already damaged. So there's already a huge benefit for us, because they will the likely, if we fight back in this vehicle with them now, they will likely have higher chance of blowing up, because their vehicle will already be more damaged at that point. So that will increase the chance of us winning the fights if they come in the same vehicle again after us. Unfortunately, one of the members of the team turned out to be a cheater. He was using God mode. I don't know if he glitched it or has a God mod menu that enables him to be in God mode. But it's very annoying to deal with this types of plays. But it's unfortunate that this game does have good anti-cheat, because it would have been so much better game if it had anti-cheat. But because the game is very bad with dealing with cheaters, it's a bit unfortunate. Fortunately, most of the people did vote on him eventually to get him kicked. But for the few rounds, it will likely stay in the lobby. despite of him not dying, we still won. I'm glad the way game can detect that all the other players are out of the zone and gave us the win. I would be so annoyed if he didn't die outside the zone and he still would have lived and the game would have continued because he didn't die. So I'm very glad it gave us the win. And it also felt very satisfying to win against the cheater. Although he would have owned us in the next round. So, but it was a very satisfying victory indeed. Despite the blimp now be randomized, well, our blips have now insurgent blips. Well, all turreted vehicles at least. I still memorize the location of where the health track could spawn, and there I collect the health track. And some of those health tracks have a fixed spawn, have a unique turret that's powerful than the standard turret. One of the four quad caliber turrets. These are the most powerful turrets in this game mode. Unfortunately, this vehicle does, I think, have a drawback that it has slightly less armor than the standard turreted half track. But this half track does pack a lot of firepower, so it's a good trade-off, in my opinion. Now the green team now lost all their firepower because their vehicle is flipped. This will throw all the gunners off their seats and will end them on foot. So Now the green team are in huge disadvantage because they suddenly lost all their firepower because their gunners are no longer in their turrets. So this means that if the green team now gets attacked, they will likely now die because all the gunners will now be attacked by those powerful caliber turrets, and those turrets and all these turrets do a lot of damage. They will likely kill in 2 shots or one, or sometimes even lucky if 1 shot. So yeah, unlucky for the green team. Here I skipped forward through the sun in that part because it will be interesting to see me go around the God mode cheater. It's very unfortunate that I was going against this guy. My vehicle got also damaged because it's only in, and the cheater got some good shots with his explosives. It's very annoying to play against this guy. It also shows how bad he is. He isn't even that skilled in this game. It's very annoying that he results in using cheats. Here I decided to use my railgun to support my team. I could have sort of saved the bullets to use it against us a bit more glass canny vehicle. But my team was in trouble, so I wanted to support them in any way I can. Because if they die, won't win this match, so I need my team alive to win. So I used my valuable railgun bullets to damage the enemy's vehicle and to sustain their our battle vehicles, so we have a higher chance to win. So he was looking for cover for the weaponized temper, because even though that thing can be very inaccurate, if he gets a few luck shots on me, he will probably kill me. So I was waiting for my team to save me because my teammates were very close, and unfortunately my teammate noticed I was in trouble, so they came in for the rescue, so that was very nice of my team. This dune buggy does have mines, so that's very nice. I can provide nice value for my team in that way. Unfortunately, the orange team chased me down. My vehicle was too heavily damaged to continue. I could have continued with this vehicle, but I think I wouldn't have survived anyway because the enemy was too close to me. So it's up to my team to win this fight now. The reason we love to fight is because my teammate, for some reason, the driver decided to get the vehicle sideways. Only the problem is the windows are not bulletproof from the side windows. Only the front window and the back is bulletproof, so you can't be shot from. But the side windows are not bulletproof, so they can shoot through that. So yeah, that was unfortunate that the driver did there. The other thing is if the vehicle has no driver, the vehicle is less armored for some reason. It's just the way the programmers decide to program this game, because the vehicles, for some reason, if they don't have a driver inside, the vehicles are more vulnerable. They are more vulnerable to attacks because they will more likely explode as a result. So that's the reason why my gunner died so quickly, despite the vehicle health being so high. I was very badly surrounded here. There was no way for me to survive here. The pink and orange team had very bad, way better positioning. I was just way too zoned out. So yeah, that was unfortunate. This is actually very huge for us because the orange team won, we still can claim the match victory if we win the next round. So it is good that the orange team won actually, because the pink team already have 1 round and it is max 2 rounds in this game mode. So it's very good that we now can do another round. Here I was going for a place where where a gunner can safely enter, because I felt too exposed on the road, because the pink team at gunner had a turreted vehicle on the mountains and they had a good view on us. So I will, if I had a gunner trying to attempt vehicle there, then he will probably have got killed by the pink team. So I was going to go to the train track where the two mountains, the elevations can be used as cover, so the gunner can safely enter the vehicle from there. As much as I wanted to save my teammates, if we want to win, we really need to save up the vehicle's health bar, because if the enemy damages the vehicle too much, the other team will likely win. So I decided to ignore helping my teammates, how savage it may seem, but it is for winning the match. using the elevations like the mountains to provide better cover for my vehicle is a good way to save up your vehicle's health bar, because if only the turret is exposed, the enemy will have a less chance to inflict the damage, not only because they have less of the vehicle to shoot, but also because the shots on the turret will do less damage to the vehicle itself. So it is better to get a good elevation where the gunner can also have good accuracy on the targets, to also defend your vehicle from taking too much damage. Unfortunately for the enemy, the insurgent was a very good counter against their vehicle. Because they hadn't much armor, the driver also struggled to find a good angles to keep the gunner safe and himself safe. Also, if you haven't noticed, there was a mine that was dropped by the Dune FOV from the orange team, so that helped us to get the zone. The driver actually shut it down, but then he realized, oh, the zone is coming, we need to find another way. So the mine was also a good way to let them avoid the collision with us, so he could do my gun off, so the mine might have saved the match for us.